Nick Hajazi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel, the Natty King, the last true Natty Crusader, the one true heir to O'Hearn's Natty throne, and the president of the Natty Republic. El Presidente, gentlemen, we have completed 12 weeks of cutting. It's Wednesday, which means I'm going to give you a physique update, as I always do on Wednesdays. This morning I woke up at 209 pounds. I'm 5'9". The leanness is really starting to come in now, boys. I lost over 3 pounds from last week. Last week I weighed 212 and a quarter, 212.25. This morning I was 209. So three and a quarter pounds lost on 3,200 calories. That's called a healthy, functioning metabolism right there. Gentlemen, before we get into the physique update, join my online community, the Mendez Cartel. You have full access to all my different training programs, my nutrition programs, my bulking, my cutting guides. Link in the description. You'll also have 24/7 support from me in there as well. If you're interested to go an even further step than just being in the community and you actually want full-on one-to-one coaching, go to my Instagram link in the description and DM me the word cartel. All right, boys, let's get to it. And I know I need to work on my posing. Now from the back. All right, boys, that's the physique. Leanness, shreds, really starting to come in. Once I hit the 200 mark and go slightly below 200 into the high 190s, that's when the leanness and shreds really start to come in. Give me another 4 weeks. I'll be 200 or less in 4 weeks, and that's when I'll really be lean. Once I enter into the high 190s, once I touch the 190s, that's when the detail really starts to come in. But I'm looking so much leaner, boys. Another great week in the book, 12 weeks of pure perfection. No meals missed, no training sessions missed. We keep going, we keep improving, we keep getting better. We're staying on 3,200 calories because my weight's gone down at a really fast rate, so that's perfect. Staying on 3,200. Gentlemen, it is rest day, which means it's time for the rest day Q&A. It's co-founder time. Oh, sweet baby mama! Nick Hajazi, the founder of the Mendez Cartel, the Natty King, the last true Natty Crusader, the one true heir to O'Hearn's Natty throne, and the president of the Natty Republic, El Presidente, here with the king of G4P, the man with the big rod, the number one guy in the industry, the big dog himself. What's your name again? They call him the co-founder. What's your name?
El Presidente.
Right, say what's up, man. Say what's up to the people. Say hello to the people. Have some respect.
Hello, people. Yo, what's up, people?
Don't be a tough guy, bro. Turn your Zoom volume up too.
What do you mean?
Blast it. Blast it.
It's all the way up, bro.
All right.
As loud as it gets, man.
Gentlemen, it is the rest day Q&A. Let's get into business. All right. First question is from C Randy 753. Here we go. Starting off strong, boys. Starting off strong. Would you come to Australia? If so, would you hold a rod cleaning contest? And then we got Luke Belmar replied as one of the comments. He's going to Darwin for the 2025 rod deadlifting contest.
Darwin
Nunes. So this guy's from Australia. He wants us to host a rod cleaning contest. Who's got, would we ever do an event, put on a live event?
Who can clean the fastest?
And then he says Darwin has the biggest rod.
Bro, Darwin has the tiniest rod.
Don't
If
disrespect.
Darwin had a huge rod, bro, this guy would have scored. But he's
Don't disrespect. Don't disrespect Darwin Nunes. Don't disrespect Nunes. Don't disrespect Darwin Nunes like that, bro. Have some respect. All right. Next question is from Clyde the Glide Ramos. I saw someone at the gym deadlifting with gloves and a sumo stance. Should I approach him and ask him his bra size, or ask him how does he deal with his period pains? Appreciate the video, guys. Clyde the Glide, man.
You need to buy that guy some tampons, bro.
I mean, if you're sumo deadlifting, you're gay. If you're sumo deadlifting with gloves, you're double gay. There is nothing worse. Do not wear gloves in the gym. Don't do it.
If you wear gloves, guys, you gotta bring the butt plug with too, the wireless butt plug.
Don't do it. Honestly, don't do it. I want to keep this PG, but come on, don't wear gloves. Don't wear gloves. Your hands should remain calloused at all times. All right, next question from Aiden 29. Rest AQ. I'm 160 pounds at 16 and I'm 5'5". I hear that I should be in the 15 to 20% body fat range to avoid gaining excess fat, but I want to get to 200 pounds. I gain a pound per week. Would I gain excess fat? Of course, bro.
What?
If you gain, so he's 160, he's 5'5", he's 16 years old, and he wants to get
To 200 lean.
to 200. And he said, if I gain a pound a week, will I be gaining excess fat? Yes. A pound a week, especially if you're a newbie or a beginner.
Even if you're in gear,
Even
like gaining a pound a week,
you're gonna gain a little bit of fat. But if you're a newbie and a beginner, your rate of weight gain can be, you can gain weight at a faster rate without gaining as much fat as a more experienced lifter, because you've got your newbie gains, and you can actually gain a lot of weight without gaining that much fat if you're a newbie. But I would be very cautious, bro. I wouldn't nail it down to a specific, oh, I should gain a pound a week. Go off feel, see how your body's responding. A pound a week might work. But again, you have to look at the mirror. If the mirror says you're gaining too much fat, the scale's one part of all of this. Look at the mirror. If you look in the mirror and you're gaining too much fat on a pound a week, then pull the rate of weight gain back a touch. Constantly self-analyze in the mirror. The mirror is the greatest truth teller, not the scale. So a pound a week, are you going to gain excess fat? Of course. No matter how slowly you gain weight or how quickly you gain weight.
Even if you're in gear, bro.
Yeah, you're always going to gain some excess fat on a bulk, no matter what your rate of gain is. So you're going to gain excess fat, just do your best to limit it. And a pound a week might be too much. You might be able to do more. You might be able to do less. You might want to do less. This is not an exact science. You have to go through feel and self-assessment. Any words, co-founder?
Yeah, I agree, bro. Like you might need to go through a couple of bulks and a couple of cuts to get to that 200 mark. But just go up in weight, try to get as strong as possible, and reassess every few months.
100%.
Like, don't change what you do too often too.
Yeah, look in the mirror. Use the mirror. A pound might be too much. It might not be. We don't know. Some people synthesize muscle at a faster rate. A lot of different factors come into play, such as genetics and such as your quality of training and the quality of your nutrition. All right, next question is from ABC Dare. Thoughts on Smith machine squats or hack squat machines? Squats be hurting my back, and I ain't talking about my batty. So this guy, this guy says he said squats hurt his back, and he'd rather do the hack or like a leg press or a different kind of or a Smith machine squat. What do you say to that?
Yeah, I don't mind it. Like obviously, squats are number one for me. But if they really, really cause you pain and like after so many months, you simply cannot learn how to squat, then just doing a good hack would be good. Or a leg press.
Yeah, agreed. I always preach you got to squat and deadlift, because that for me is the best way to train. That old school way of squats and heavy deadlifts and squats it's how men train. It's the old school style of building mass, and nothing beats it. But I understand some people are slightly more pussy, and they want to do the Smith or the hack, and you can still get good hypertrophy out of that. Okay, I'm not going to say there's loads of guys that don't squat or deadlift that have huge legs and decent backs, but for me that real thickness and size comes from those heavy deadlifts and squats. So I would try and do them and work through the pain and manage the pain and really perfect your form. Just because you feel a little bit of pain doesn't mean you shouldn't do an exercise. I felt loads of pain when I started squatting and deadlifting. All right, next question is from Daniel Clark. Hi, Natty President. When squatting, why don't you pause at the bottom as you seem to utilize the stretch reflex? However, you would have better strength progression with a pause. Sometimes I do back offs where I do pauses. When I'm going for that max heavy weight, I don't do pauses because I'm trying to maximize the load of weight that I'm lifting. But yes, I will go down and do some more hypertrophy based work on the back with pauses and a slower eccentric. I incorporate both the heavy stuff and the more form-based kind of slow eccentric hypertrophy work. I do the best of both worlds. All right, next question is from, what do you think of Ashton Hall's trending morning routine? Is that not too gay? From Nadumi Soksa Bar 64418. What do you think?
What do you think about Ashton, bro? My boy, man. Have you been dipping your face in water?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make one tomorrow where I actually do an Ashton.
Or you got? I see you do it, bro. Buy the expensive water bottles.
I'm gonna make an Ashton.
That's the way it has to be, boys. Yeah, I think Ashton Hall is good. You know, he. This guy is like the Mr. Beast of fitness in reality. Like the views this guy gets, unreal.
Insane views. Is it? You the result supersedes everything else. So yeah, you might not like his content. You might think his content's gay. But look how many views he's getting. So whatever he's doing is working. That guy, the amount of money that guy's making, he must be making
$1 million a day.
No, he's probably doing 7-figure months. This guy, in terms of revenue, he might be doing 7-figure months. This guy, the amount
over 8 figures a year.
Yeah, this guy's making 8 figures plus a year. The amount of money this guy's making as an online coach is ridiculous. I mean, absurd amounts of money. You cannot question Ashton Hall because look at the results, man. The guy's the genius. He knows what he's doing. Very, very intelligent marketer, and the views speak for themselves, like the co-founder said. So Ashton, respect, man. I'm gonna do it.
A lot of people hate on this guy.
I like him, bro. I respect the hustle, man. I'm gonna do an Ashton next. Tomorrow I'm gonna make an Ashton type reel, my own style. Next question is from ABC Dare. I done a scan. My growth plates are closed. I won't grow taller than what I am. I ain't trolling. When I was 50 and I didn't have a brain, I took a lot of shit because I was stupid. Now I'm 60 and I kind of got my shit together. Up my calories to 4.5. Hopefully we'll gain weight now. Does billing it at night after everything affect anything? This bro, you stop trolling, man. This dude's trolling, bro. Stop trolling. Huh?
Eating it at night?
Billing it, I think, yeah. Billing it?
Bro, come on.
Bro, stop, man. So this kid says he's 16, his growth plates have stopped, he can't grow any taller, he's gaining weight now. I didn't really understand the question. It sounded like a bunch of gibberish to me. But bro, my advice to you would be good nutrition, good training, sleep well, and then hope for the best. That's all you can do in life. What would you say, co-founder?
I agree, bro. I 100% agree, bro. Like, you just have to put in effort every fucking day, man. No matter what. That's all you gotta do.
We can't change our genetics, brother. Not all of us have 12-inch rods like me.
Not all of us.
You have a 12-inch rod?
My MacBook, I think, is 16 inches, and mine is a little bit longer. But on the diagonal, from edge to edge.
You're a girth guy. All right, next question is from Clyde the Glide. Make a rod piece Q&A gay. I mean, great again.
Come on, Glide.
Glide, man. Clyde, stop, bro. Clyde, man. Clyde.
We gotta make the rod contest great again.
It's
been going downhill lately, but we gotta make it great.
Make rods great again. These rod questions are going too far, guys.
We've taken it too far, boys.
All right.
This is turning a big rather.
Yeah. All right. Next question is from H18698. Bro, is it true that if you have a 6-inch wrist, you can't build much muscle? The wrist, the thickness of your wrists, the circumference of your wrists, scientifically, it has been shown that the thicker the circumference of your wrist, the bigger the circumference of your wrist, the more muscle you can genetically gain. That's not true in all cases, But if you look at like black guys, and I've got a black uncle. You've got a black uncle too, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you look at like our black uncle has huge, I mean the girthiest, thickest wrist you've ever seen. He doesn't go gym and he's bigger than both of us. So I've seen loads of like black guys that have very thick wrists and they're some of the best powerlifters in the world. Like really, if you have like really girthy, thick wrists, what that normally, and with a big circumference, what that normally says and what that normally indicates is that you have very thick, dense joints and connective tissue. And if you have thick joints and connective tissue, your ability to handle weight it far supersedes a person with a smaller wrist circumference and smaller joints. That's why most. If you look at a lot of the top powerlifters, they have very thick wrists and very big circumferences on their wrist. Would you like to add to that, co-founder?
Yeah, I mean, like, when it comes to measurements, bro, you shouldn't be worrying about that stuff. Like, that should be the least of your worries. If you start over analyzing how big your wrist is or how big your ankle is to see what your potential to building muscle is, then you're just gonna be stressed for life, bro. Like, you shouldn't care about that.
100%, bro. You can't change your genetics, like I said, and I've got tiny little baby wrists, and I've done all right with muscle building. So is the co-founder. Whatever your genetics are, man, just accept it and move and do the best you can. That's all you can do in life. All right. Next question is from Aluminium Garage. One of our regulars. Welcome back, brother. Do you ever play any video games or watch any movies or TV shows? I used to watch. I don't really play video games. I haven't really played video games since I was like really young. I used to watch quite a few movies, and I do like going to the cinema from now and then. But I haven't been in the cinema probably in like a year because of just how busy I've been with everything. All I do is wake up and work. So I haven't watched any movies in a while. But I'd like to go to the cinema, watch a movie, maybe. Yeah, I'd like to watch a movie. I like a good movie. What about you, co-founder?
Yeah, so do I. I like movies, but I haven't been able to watch them, as you say, in a while. You know?
Yeah.
In a while. I don't really game. I used to be a huge gamer during quarantine. I would
You were a Fortnite guy.
I was born and raised in Fortnite, man. But yeah, after a while you just like stop enjoying it and you just enjoy to do other stuff. So you don't really get stimulated by all that stuff.
The older you get, the more you realize like none of that actually means anything. Like doing well in a video game, why not just do well in real life? Put the same effort you could have put into that watching that movie or that video game into
a video game. What we do.
Yeah, into improving your life. This is a video game. Life's a video game. Making money's a video game. All right, next question is from Aluminium Garage again. Do you think high volume is secretly the way to go about training, and you know something that people don't know about? Because you probably have one of the best natural physiques I've seen. Would you contribute that to high volume? Appreciate the kind words. Bro, there's loads of naturals that do very low volume that have better physiques than me. There's natural guys out there that do very low volume, like top set back off, like a top set back off approach. There's loads of guys, naturals that don't do that much volume and they have better physiques than me. So there's no best approach. My approach and the way I train is higher volume. And actually, I don't always go high volume. Some sessions I do, but then some sessions I'll go slightly lower volume. So I'm not going high volume every session. I'm not doing it year round. Do I go higher volume than the average person? Yes. But there's no right or wrong here. There's no best or worst method. Whatever works for you works for you. What would you say, co-founder?
Yeah, I agree. 100% agree. Have nothing to add.
Okay. A man of many words.
I agree.
All right, final question from the boy Rudy Brown, Smurf71, a Cartel member. Join the Cartel, boys. I can really help you in there. With regards to training, oh man.
Go on.
With regards to training my schlong, would you recommend starting with a compound movement, or just jumping into some lighter squeeze work? Also,
lighter squeeze work.
Also,
it's about the pump. In this game, it's all about the pump.
Also, I'm thinking of combining my rod training with my grip strength training. Thoughts?
Outstanding, bro. I would do it.
We've got a lot of rod questions, man. Rudy, man. Yeah, what would you say? Pump?
Pump, bro. It's just about that squeezing and pumping the blood into the muscle, man.
Yeah, he's a pump guy.
Out of blood.
He's a pump guy, man. We're getting a lot of rod questions today, boys. A lot of rod questions. Rudy. Guys, enough with the Rod questions, man. You guys are taking the piss. Really, we appreciate it. Great question. One of our finest Cartel members, really. Love you, bro. All right, gentlemen, that is the rest day Q&A done and dusted. Subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Subscribe to the Mendes Cartel. Link in the description to join the Mendes Cartel. That's where I can really help you get in the greatest natural shape of your life. Link in the description to join the Mendes Cartel. DM me Cartel on my Instagram. Link in the description for one-to-one coaching if you want to go an even further step than just being in the community. And as always, gentlemen, long live King Charles III. And God bless Sir Winston Churchill.
Boom.